Daily vlog up next. You already know the vibes.
You know the vibes, my boy.
It's another day to love you. I won't skip a day, I swear. Like coffee in the morning, I'll always be supporting. Yeah, it's another day to love you. I wrote you many letters, I did. I'm wishing you were here, would've spoken face to face. Girl, every day I'm craving you. A place with me is home for you. Your flowers to my garden. I stay on a mission, trying to write a fiction for you. Open your imagination, girl, I'm trying to make it for you. And you keep me motivated, girl, I always say this to you. Just stick around with me, I'll do the rest, I'll do the rest.
We here? We good? We're recording? Happy Sunday, y'all. From me to you. I just want to take a moment to lock in with y'all. Sundays are always very therapeutic for me. It gives me an opportunity to reset, refocus, recharge, give you guys some insight on my life, my week, my days, my day, mentally, spiritually, where I'm at physically, in my journey in terms of where I'm going. I've been through a lot of growth this past year. It's almost emotional to think about, but emotional in a good way, emotional in a sad way. I'm strapped up with my Bible today, so that's what I got with me today. I want to talk a little bit about that, and I want to talk about Ramadan, what Ramadan means to me.
First, I want to start by thanking you guys for tuning in for another episode of Sundaze. Romans 12, verse 2. Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
So a couple of things to dive into. Make sure y'all drop a like. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and if you want more content to come in the future. And also drop a comment if you're going through something, you need some inspiration and you need some motivation, or something's on your mind and you just want to share with the world, man. Just drop a comment and leave that in the comments. I want to get a little bit closer to God spiritually, and I want to grow my faith. I feel like that's super important to me. That keeps me strong, and that's something that I've been lacking in my life. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a Christian, or I wouldn't say I belong to one specific religion. I'm spiritual. I do believe in a God. I do believe in God. I can't categorize myself into one box, into one religion. You know, and I may be ignorant to some things, or maybe naive to some things, but I do believe in a God. I do believe in a higher power. But also, let's talk about Ramadan and what Ramadan means to me. So this month, I've been participating in Ramadan, or this year I've been participating in Ramadan. I participated in Ramadan last year for the first time. It was the first time I participated in Ramadan last year, and I did it because I wanted to cleanse my body from things that were distracting me or things that I didn't necessarily need. I wanted to put myself in a vulnerable position, in a vulnerable situation where I felt like people were going through these things every day, and us as human beings, we have the luxury of being able to eat 3 times a day, or being able to get up and go to Chick-fil-A, or go to whatever restaurant we want, or being able to cook ourselves a meal, or have shelter and do things like that. And so I wanted to put myself in a vulnerable situation and challenge myself and discipline myself to see how I would match against those challenges. And it was a challenge for me at first, just going through that, because I never went through something like that where I couldn't eat for a certain amount of time, or I could only eat between this time and that time. I made it through, and I was super proud of myself. I was super happy, and I was connecting with people that were Muslim, or people that were Middle Eastern, or people that were participating in the Ramadan movement, and it made me feel proud to not be Muslim, and no disrespect to the Muslim community or anything like that, but being able to participate as an outsider who isn't Muslim, who isn't practicing being Muslim, to go through something like that and be successful. So I was happy about that. This year I decided to do it again. This year I've added a layer to that, where aside from the eating restriction during the sunset and sundown period, I'm no longer chasing, or I'm no longer satisfying over lust, participating in smoking or drinking and things like that, because last year I was just doing the eating portion and the drinking like water and stuff like that, juice, not alcohol. But this year I decided to, not participate in any sexual activity, no lust, no distractions, really clear my mind and clear my body from alcohol, smoking, vaping, and things like that, just to reset. And then that brings me to my point of having a Bible and why I have the Bible. The reason I have the Bible with me is because I also want to commit to reading the Bible a little bit more. I want to get more familiar with the Bible, and I want to pray more. So Ramadan has given me the ability to pray during those times to my God, or the God that I believe in, is giving me the ability to pray during those times. Cherish those moments, cherish the food that I have, cherish the clothes that's on my back, cherish the shelter that I have, the car that I drive, the position that I'm in, a lot of things that I have in my life, and really be grateful for those things. So Ramadan has just been a way for me to kind of escape the distractions, hone in on what God's purpose for me is, live my life to the best ability, make the best choices, be an influence and be motivation and inspiring to other people. However, I don't feel like I'm comfortable with the Bible. I don't feel like I'm knowledgeable with the Bible. I don't feel like I'm knowledgeable about God, and that's something that I want to change. That's something that I want to grow close to. I want to grow closer to God. I want to pray a little bit more, and I want to give all my stress and all my worries to God. And so I brought the Bible here with me today, not to read no verses or anything like that. Not yet. Hopefully, in the coming weeks, as I get a little bit more familiar, I'm able to share some words or some readings with you guys. And if you guys know any passages or anything that you would recommend, drop those in the comments, man. DM them to me, send them my way. I want to really open up a platform for us to be vulnerable to each other, uplift each other, communicate with each other, change the ways of our culture and our generation. Because we only get one life to live, and we got to live it the best that we can, and we got to live it right. Everybody's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes, and I understand that. And part of my journey as well is learning to forgive. Not necessarily learning to forget, but forgiving is super big and super important. So I say all that to say, I hope that I'm able to shed some light on my life and my perspective and where I'm going. The last thing I'll leave you guys with is, don't be afraid to let go. Sometimes we stay in situations, or we stay in relationships, or we stay at jobs where we're not appreciated. And of course, test those limits. Of course, challenge those people, and of course, challenge those jobs and those corporations to respect you. But also earn that, demand that in your work ethic and who you are as a person. However, don't be undervalued. Don't settle for being undervalued. Friends and family. If you're moving on and you're growing and you're going, don't be afraid to cut off some of those relationships for the betterment of yourself. And I think if you're spiritual and you grow closer to God, I think that you'll only get stronger with prayer, with people praying for you, understanding that, someone told me today that, snakes don't grow in the same skin. And I think that's powerful. Because in order for you to grow, you can't stay in the same skin. And if you're staying in the same skin, you're not growing. So challenge yourself to new limits, challenge yourself to new heights, and to do different things. Pray about it, lean on someone that you can trust, trust yourself, allow yourself to be vulnerable in situations, give everything to God, because God will not steer you in the wrong direction, and God always got your back. So I hope that this video was inspirational. I hope this video was motivational for you guys, or at least help somebody today in their journey. As obviously I was putting myself in a vulnerable position, but I look forward to sharing that with you guys in the next coming weeks, in the next coming days, along my journey. I'm gonna pick up this Bible once a day, as many times as I can. I'm gonna start reading it. I want to start reading it as soon as possible, starting with the first chapter in Genesis. Finishing the Bible in however many days, however many weeks, however long that takes me, being able to share some passages with you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have a very blessed Sunday. I hope that you guys continue to do well. I hope that you guys are inspirational. I hope that you guys are motivational. And challenge someone in your life, in your family, man, one of your friends to do something different. Push them outside their comfort zone. And with that being said, man, we out. Let's get it.
There is something more.